Imagine waking up one day and the person you love doesn't recognize you anymore, or forgets the simplest things. Dementia silently creeps in, often without warning, and millions of people around the world are affected by it. The scariest part? Early warning signs are often overlooked. In today's video, we're diving into the 7 early warning signs of dementia that you should never ignore. These signs could change the way you think about dementia and help you act before it's too late. But here's the thing. These signs aren't always what you expect. Some might even surprise you. Stick with us till the end to learn how to spot them early and make a real difference for yourself or your loved ones. Welcome to our channel, Elder Bloom, where we bring you the best advice on aging, health, and well-being. If you're passionate about understanding these crucial signs, hit that subscribe button now so you never miss our next life-changing video, Memory Loss, Affecting Daily Life. Before we talk about more complex signs, let's address something most of us deal with: forgetfulness. It's completely normal to forget a name or where you put your keys from time to time. But when forgetfulness starts interfering with everyday life, that's when it becomes a cause for concern. For instance, have you noticed someone forgetting recent conversations? Or maybe they can't remember what they did just a few hours ago. These lapses in memory aren't just minor. They're moments when memory isn't functioning the way it used to. Another example is misplacing items and not being able to retrace steps. Imagine putting your glasses down and then searching for them for an hour, only to realize they were on your head the entire time. While everyone experiences these little moments, if they become frequent and affect daily tasks, it could point to something more serious. Difficulty completing familiar tasks. Before we talk about more noticeable signs, let's focus on something that may seem small at first: struggling with tasks that were once second nature. We all have our daily routines, and it's easy to take for granted how effortlessly we complete them. But when these familiar tasks start feeling overwhelming, it's something worth noticing. For example, imagine someone who's always enjoyed cooking, but suddenly they can't follow a recipe they've made 100 times. They may forget the steps or get confused about the order of ingredients. What used to be a simple process now feels like a puzzle they can't solve. Another example is managing finances. Perhaps paying bills was once routine, but now they're missing payments or unable to balance the checkbook. These tasks might seem minor, but when they become difficult or overwhelming, it's a clear signal that something could be wrong. Confusion about time and place. Before we talk about more subtle signs, let's discuss something that can be especially unsettling: losing track of time and place. We all occasionally forget the day of the week or lose track of time, but when it starts happening regularly, it's a different matter. For instance, imagine someone who's been living in the same house for years, but suddenly they get lost in their own neighborhood. They might not recognize familiar streets, or they might feel disoriented in places they've visited countless times before. Another example is forgetting how you got to a specific location. You may have driven there or taken a bus, but when asked how you arrived, it's as if the memory just vanishes. These moments of confusion, especially when they happen repeatedly, are signs that shouldn't be ignored: language problems. Before we talk about other changes in behavior, let's look at something many people don't realize could be a sign of dementia: language problems. We all forget words now and then, but when speaking or writing becomes increasingly difficult, it might indicate something more serious. For example, imagine someone struggling to find the right words during a conversation. They may pause frequently, trying to recall a simple word, or use phrases like "thing" or "that" instead of being able to say exactly what they mean. It's frustrating for both the person and the people they're talking to. In some cases, the person might start repeating themselves, mentioning the same things over and over without realizing it. Or they might use unusual words or phrases that don't fit the context, leaving others confused. This shift in communication is not just about forgetfulness. It's a more significant change in how they decision-making. Before we dive into the more obvious signs, let's talk about something less talked about: poor judgment and decision-making. We all make mistakes now and then, but when someone starts making uncharacteristic or reckless decisions, it can be a sign that something isn't quite right. For example, someone who was once careful with their finances may suddenly start spending money recklessly. They might ignore bills, make impulse purchases, or even fall for scams that they would have easily avoided in the past. It's a noticeable shift from their usual behavior, and it can have serious consequences. Similarly, neglecting personal grooming or hygiene is another sign of poor judgment. Someone who used to take pride in their appearance might stop showering regularly, forget to change clothes, or stop caring about how they look. These changes often happen gradually, but they can be significant when they start affecting daily life. Withdrawal from social activities. Before we talk about other changes in behavior, let's focus on something that's often overlooked: withdrawal from social activities. It's normal to need some alone time, but when someone who once loved socializing starts pulling away, it can be a red flag. For example, someone who used to enjoy hobbies like gardening, painting, or even reading may suddenly lose interest in them. They might stop attending social events they used to look forward to, like family gatherings or outings with friends. This disinterest is often a sign that something deeper is going on. Even more telling is when someone begins withdrawing from their family and friends. They may stop calling or visiting, or they might avoid interactions, leaving loved ones puzzled or concerned. This sudden change in social behavior can be a significant clue that something is wrong. Changes in mood and personality. Before we talk about other physical signs, let's focus on something that can be hard to notice: changes in mood and personality. We all go through mood swings, but when these shifts become extreme or uncharacteristic, it's a cause for concern. For example, someone who has always been calm and relaxed might suddenly show signs of increased anxiety, depression, or paranoia. They may worry excessively about things that never bothered them before, or they might seem unusually withdrawn and sad. In other cases, a person may become uncharacteristically irritable or experience sudden mood swings. One moment they're calm, and the next they're upset or angry over things that seem trivial. These sudden and extreme changes in mood can be unsettling, especially if they're out of character for the person. Conclusion: recognizing these early signs of dementia can make all the difference in getting the right help at the right time. Early intervention can slow the progression and improve quality of life, which is why it's so important to be aware of these changes. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms, it's crucial to consult a healthcare professional. The sooner you seek help, the better the chances of managing the condition effectively. Remember, early detection is key to managing dementia and providing better support for those affected. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights. Stay informed and take care of your health.